party people, it is time for tea and travels. I am leaving my hotel today. It is June 1st, and that means it's my birthday month. Now, this day did not start out exactly as I had planned, and I could be a little bummed about it, but instead, I'm going to make the most of this day, this week, of this month, of this life, baby, and we are gonna go on an adventure. So, today we're headed to Yosemite National Park. Let's get to it. You shouldn't have been better to fuck with someone like me. Forever and ever you're gonna wish I was your wifey. And don't look so innocent. This was no accident. You put this in me and now it's over. Say what you wanna say. And you right and I got played. And you threw it all away and now. Well, I have made it to Yosemite National Park. It took me about 3 hours to get here from Tulare. It's a pretty drive, a lot of winding roads and some more beautiful rapids to see, so that was nice. This time, because I've heard that Yosemite is very busy, I have planned a tour that's going to be led by the rangers here. So I'm glad I made it on time for that. Let's go check it out. Okay, so Yosemite is pretty massive, and because of its close proximity to the Fresno airport, it is a very popular national park here in California. There are a lot of people here in the summer. Make sure that you prepare for time to stand in long lines and maybe not get the exact view that you want. There are shuttles that will take you from place to place, but I've seen lots of long lines for those too, and there are tours that the park rangers put on, but most of the time you have to book those in advance, and there are several different ones. There's one that's a whole day event that you have to get here at 7:30 in the morning for, and it takes you around the entire park. And then there's a couple of little half-day ones. So do your research, pick what you want to do. I'm going on the Valley Floor tour, and that one's mainly because it's only 2 hours long. It looked like it would be easy to park. It wasn't. There's a lot of people here and park and trek here, but they happen just about every couple of hours, and there was lots of availability. I even saw some people walk up and get a ticket, so that's the reason I picked it. But let's see if I like it and if it's worth it. It's my firm belief that the best seat is always in the back, because everybody's gonna holler and want to see something, and then you have time to get ready to actually see it, or you can turn around and watch it as it goes by. Not everybody in the front gets that, so smart.
Rock climbers from all over the world quite literally come to Yosemite Valley specifically to be able to one day get a chance to climb these big granite walls like El Capitan. Some things that we don't think about is going to be food, the bathroom, and sleep. So for some context, we all need at least a gallon of water every day to survive. A gallon a day is going to be about 50 pounds of water for those 3 to 5 days. On top of that, you're going to need to sleep. That could look at something as simple as a portaledge. A portaledge is pretty much a portable ledge So pretty much just think of like a hammock that you would attach to the anchors of the wall that you're then it's just free falling, and you're able to horizontally lay down on this vertical wall, which is pretty cool. So that's what they use to sleep. On the left, in just a little bit, what we're going to be looking at is going to be an example of one that does flow all year long, and that is going to be Bridal Veil Falls. Bridal Veil Falls, the Awanichi translation for that is Spirit of the Puffing Wind. So see if you guys can see the mist, that puffing wind entity at the top of Bridal Veil Falls. See that right there? That kind of like, it looks like ghost almost at the top of the falls. That is the pinnacle of Bridal Veil Falls. That, you know, it's so much gold in water, that is not going to dry out anytime soon. So when Theodore Roosevelt got sight of these photographs, these early ones, it was a no-brainer for him to come down and ask John Muir specifically to guide him. So I want you guys to go ahead and look at this sign right here. This is a pretty cool one. This designates the camping trip that happened here in this valley when John Muir and Theodore Roosevelt camped together. This tunnel was completed in 1933. It's actually the longest tunnel in the entire state of California. It would have required a lot of blast powder that you needed to dynamite through solid bedrock granite to be able to carve through the air.
All right, this stop on the tour is called Inspiration Point, and you can see the entire Yosemite Valley from here. It's pretty impressive. The Bridal Veil Falls, El Capitan, the giant granite rocks, and there's a tunnel over there, so all kinds of neato things to see here.
Plus 100 feet up off the valley floor, and it's divided by 3 sections. So you got your upper falls, your middle cascades, and your lower falls down there. The original site of that waterfall wasn't always there. It was actually flowing down the gully on the left. So where that slant goes down to the left, that trail that you need to take up there, that is actually where the waterfall used to flow through there. But because of the last glaciation period, a glacier actually moved and diverted the route to that current spot up there. And with thousands of years of that waterfall pretty much coming down through there, all that pressure and weight from that water has been carving like a hot knife into that permanent spot that you guys are seeing today. Remind you guys, this is the exact same waterfall that Galen Clark protected. This is the exact same waterfall that the Mariposa Battalion saw. This is the exact same waterfall that the Buffalo Soldiers protected. It's the exact same waterfall that the Awanichi slept under. It's It's the exact same waterfall that the Chinese laborers saw when they built these roads. And now you guys are getting added to that story. You guys are seeing the exact same waterfalls that these other groups of people saw, that these wild animals saw. You guys are getting added to that legacy.
Okie dokie guys, my day at Yosemite is coming to an end. What I've learned about Yosemite is that it is the place to come for rock climbing. There is granite everywhere. Beautiful views, impressive waterfalls, and lovely little serene meadows. So definitely a gorgeous, gorgeous place and one of America's majestic national parks. So here at Yosemite, I am staying at the Oakhurst Inn at Yosemite, and it's cute. It reminds me of my childhood, the kind of hotels I used to stay in. It has this little gazebo thing and a courtyard and a pool. And let me show you what the rooms look like. They're all outdoor facing, no elevators. If you come and you need an elevator, this is not the place for you. And this is my room. Seems clean. I just checked in. It's got a little table, a couple of chairs, a couple of beds, TV, refrigerator, coffee maker, typical things. Pretty spacious, pretty clean. Can deal with this for one night. All right, so that is it for my day at Yosemite. That's all I had, was one full day here. I saw a lot. I didn't really do much hiking. If you want to do a lot of hiking and really see more of the park, I would recommend more than one day. But if you're doing a bunch of parks like I did, like Kings Canyon, Sequoia, and Yosemite all back to back to back, it's similar at all of them. So do your research and pick what you really want to see. But thanks for tagging along on this adventure, you guys. See you in the next place.